Hi boys, how are you all? Today we are going to study a very interesting poem, and the poem is called Where Do the Teachers Go? All of you must be wondering what you have to study in this poem. This poem by Peter Dixon is somewhat very close to your heart, as you as children mostly wonder about the life of teachers. You always keep thinking, when you are small kids, you always keep thinking about how your teachers live, and the reason is that teachers are very special people in your life, in every child's life. Even we as children used to think about our teachers. The teachers were superhumans, supermen and superwomen. And we used to feel that, oh my God, they know everything. That is why they were superhuman. And they are exempted from all those things which children go through. So children always wonder about their life, and this is very interesting poem which you are going to read and also enjoy. You can pause your lesson and read the poem, Where Do All the Teachers Go? But before you read, we just know, for a little child, a teacher is special. It is difficult for a small child to think of her teacher as an ordinary person. All of you know that teacher is always special to a small child. This difference disappears as you grow up. But when you are a child, you are very fond of your teacher and you are mostly wondering about them, about their life. Teacher is always special. You always listen to teachers, and sometimes you even don't listen to the parents, and you just say, what my teacher has said, I'll follow. Alright, now let's read the poem that is on where do the teachers go. Where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in houses, and do they wash their socks? Do they wear pajamas, and do they watch TV, and do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Do they live with other people? Have they moms and dads? And were they ever children, and were they ever bad? First we'll do the slide. Where do all the teachers go? Children keep wondering, where do all the teachers go? Because they feel that teachers live a special kind of life. So after 4 o'clock, when school is over, where do they go? Where do they live? Do they live in houses? Just like children. Children wonder that, do they live like children? Do they wash their socks? Because children have to wash their socks when they go home. So they wonder that, do the teachers also wash their socks? Do they wear pajamas? Because children come into pajamas the moment they reach home. They change their uniform. They wear their pajamas. So these children wonder that, do the teachers also wear pajamas? Do they also watch TV? Just like children want to watch TV? Or do they pick their noses the same as you and me? As children pick their noses, they wonder if teachers also do the same. Now, these are the questions in children's mind, because these are the things that they do. And they wonder about their teachers, that they are special people, they are superhumans, do they also do the same thing or they do something different? Do they live with other people? Because children live with family. So they wonder if the teachers also live with other people. Have they moms and dads? I mean, do they have their parents? And were they ever children and were they ever bad? So they wonder that were the teachers also children sometime? Were they also bad as like them? You know, children are bad. Bad means sometimes they do wrong things. They make mistakes. Right? So they wonder if their teachers also made these mistakes. Okay, we go further. Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? Were they punished in the corner if they pinched the chocolate flakes? Did they ever lose their hymn books? Did they ever leave their greens? Did they scribble on the desktops? Did they wear old dirty jeans? I'll follow one back home today. I'll find out what they do. Then I'll put it in a poem that they can read to you. So we come back to this. Did they ever never spell right? I mean, did they never made any mistake in spellings? Did they ever make mistakes? Did they make any mistakes in spellings or other things? Were they punished in the corner like these children are? If they pinched the chocolate flakes, if they just took somebody's chocolate and ate it, they are punished in the class. So they wonder if their teachers also did the same, if their teachers were also punished in the corner. Because if they make any mistake, teacher keeps an eye on everybody. And if a teacher finds any child, taking somebody's chocolate and eating it, then the teacher will punish that child and make him stand in a corner. So the child wonders that if his or her teacher also had the same kind of punishment when he or she was a child. Did they ever lose their hymn books? Did they lose their hymn books, their song books? I mean, like these children, they are doing it. Did they ever leave their greens? You know very well, children mostly don't like to eat green vegetables. And the parents force them to eat. The mother packs green vegetables in their tiffin. So what they do? They throw these vegetables here and there and take the tiffin empty to show to the mother that they had eaten. So they are wondering that did their teachers also leave their green vegetables? Did they scribble on the desktops? All of you have this habit of scribbling on the desktops. You spoil your desk, you write your name, you make some drawing. They are wondering if their teachers also did the same. Did they wear old dirty jeans? Yes. I mean, sometimes these children wear old dirty jeans, so they wonder if their teachers also did the same. I'll follow one back home today. The child has a plan. And the child, who is this child? The poet. I'll follow one back home today. His plan is to follow one teacher till he reaches his home. And I'll find out what they do. Then I'll put it in a poem that they can read to you. The child says that I will follow one teacher today and find out myself. I'll get first-hand information about what the teachers do when they reach home, and then I will put that in a poem that they can read to you, that those teachers can read to you. So this is a wonderful poem about a child's thinking about their teachers. Now, what is the summary? Let's look at the summary so that you just remember what all you have studied. For a little child, his or her teacher is special, not an ordinary person. So he wonders where the teachers go after the school hours. He wants to know if they live in houses and also wash their clothes. He wonders if they feel relaxed at home, wear pajamas and watch TV. He is also eager to know if the teachers have their parents at home, if they too were naughty at school, spelled the words wrongly, ate chocolates in the class, and were told to stand in the corner as punishment. The child compares his own habits with those of the teachers in their childhood. They too must have lost their prayer book, wore dirty jeans and scribbled on the desktops. The child plans to follow his teacher to find out what he or she does at home. He will then record that in a poem, and the teacher will read that poem to other children as a fun. Interesting, isn't it? Beautiful. Now, this is just to sum up what you have studied through this poem. Now, let's go to the exercises working with the poem. Now, children, here I am not going to dictate the question answers. I am not going to give you the answers because this time I want you to write your answers. I have given you for quite a few lessons, but now you must start writing some answers, at least some light work you must do. And since I have given you summary, I have taught you poem, you can very well answer these questions. I want you to answer. Right? Why does the poet want to know where the teachers go at 4 o'clock? All of you know that after 4, when the school is over, children go home. So the poet wants to know where do the teachers go after 4, because for the child, for the poet, teachers are special people. They are superhumans. So he is wondering whether they also go home, and where do they go? Where do they live? Do they live in houses just like children? Do they also do the same things? So this is the curiosity of the poet to know about the teachers. Second question. What are the things normal people do that the poet talks about? You know very well, they have been listed in the poem. Normal people go home, wash themselves, change their clothes, then they take little rest, they watch TV, they stay with their parents, sometimes they wear dirty jeans, they do make mistakes. These are the things about normal people. Okay, now let's go to the next one. What does he imagine about where teachers live? So he imagines about teachers that they live in houses. What do they do at home? He imagines that they also change their clothes, wash their socks, watch TV, take rest, and enjoy with their family. The people with whom they live, he imagines that the teachers also live with their parents, because child lives with his parents. So he imagines teachers also live with their parents. Their activities when they were children in school, he imagines that they also made mistakes, they also ate somebody's chocolates, they were also punished in the class, they also made spelling mistakes and were punished in school. So the child imagines these things. Next, why does the poet wonder if teachers also do things that other people do? The poet wonders if teachers also do the same thing as others do. You know it well, because teachers are very special people for the poet. Poet is a child. So teachers are very special people. So he is wondering if they also do the things with other common people do, normal people do. Because for him they are superhumans. So do they do something different, or do they do the same thing which other people do? This is why the poet wonders. Next, how does the poet plan to find out? What will he do once he finds out? Now, he plans to find out what do the teachers do and where do they go. So, what is his plan? His plan is to follow one teacher and see for himself where the teacher goes and what the teacher does. And once he has found out what he will do, his plan is to write it in a poem so that some teachers can read out that poem to children and have fun, enjoy. What do you think these phrases from the poem mean? Now, what are the phrases? Punished in the corner and leave their greens. Now, what is punished in the corner? Teachers punish their children and make them stand in the corner of the class, because either they have taken somebody's chocolate, they have eaten chocolate in the class, or they have made some mistake or done some mischief. So they are punished in the class. They are made to stand in the corner. And leave their greens means children mostly don't like green vegetables. So what they do, they leave their green vegetables and dispose of the green vegetables here and there, sometimes in the dustbin, sometimes they give it to somebody, distribute. They don't want to eat, they put it on each other. So this is what leave their greens means. And that is the end of this poem. I hope you enjoyed it. I will give the assignment separately. Tomorrow you should see your assignment, write it yourself and submit either a photo of that from your notebook. Take a photo through your mobile and send it in the assignment section. I will create tomorrow. By then, I hope you enjoyed the poem.